Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. It's raining in the dry season. Very rare. Your plants are just a little too far out. They're not getting the water from the roof, huh? Like I've been watering them every other day, huh? Look at that beautiful Dracaena there. Isn't that something? Listen to the roof. I always thought having a tin roof would be nice to hear the rain sprinkling and stuff, but it turns out that when it actually rains hard, it's so loud. It's so loud you can't even imagine it. It reminds me of, I'm sure none of you ever seen the movie The Illustrated Man, but in the one segment, the guys are looking for a sun dome, and you get out, the planet they're on is nothing but pouring rain, and they get in one sun dome that's broken, and it's so loud it drives one guy crazy. And how you doing, girl, huh? You a good puppy? Look how big her puppy is. She's full of puppies. Look how big she's getting. You seen her walking? She's huge. She'll probably have puppies in the next, what, 3 weeks maybe? Good girl. Oh yes. This is the licker dog here. She licks everything she sees. That's the dog I found tied to a grate at a gas station. They had her head tied down to the grate so she couldn't even move. And I got gas that day and I saw her there. I went to town, came back, she was still pinned to the ground, no water, no food. I walked over and untied her, and I told the guy at the gas station, I'm taking his dog. I said, I don't know what you're thinking here, but I'm taking his dog. And she's been a great dog ever since. Big part of the pack. Look at all the water. Isn't that amazing? One dog keeps digging holes, get down in the cooler dirt, and then lays there. The only bad thing about the rain is going to go get a bunch of rice grass this week. But it's no big deal because I'm going to put the rice grass in the keyhole gardens down below to make compost and soil. So being wet will be a plus for it, help it rot faster. But you don't make compost in the dry season because it's too dry. It needs moisture to decompose. Actually, what really needs is some good manure and a little bit of soil, and then you have dirt. But we don't have any good soil and we don't have any manure, so we'll just start with dry grass. You know, you boys are over here in the shady, on the dry side of the house. It has the same overlap as the other side does, I think. The rain must be coming just a little bit from the north. It very rarely ever gets wet over here. I've seen a few drops making it in right now, but not many. But it's kind of funny. It started sprinkling last night real light when I went to bed, like a mist, and just overnight, all these weeds here were just almost brown yesterday. They're all just lush and green this morning. even the driveway here was just completely dead and yellow, and just one evening of moisture again, and it's back to life again. This bush here looked really bad yesterday. That's why I watered it with the hose. But as you can see, the biggest problem here is 90% of the water just flows off the hill because the clay is so hard. It doesn't soak in. Now this rain right here, if we dug in the ground, even right here where it's completely flooded, we dug in the ground there, it wouldn't even be wet a half inch in the ground. And you can see the water's kind of brown here, so that's all erosion coming from up in the hill there a little bit higher. Our little land here, this was the only spot in the whole yard where we put the house that it was sort of flat, and you can see it kind of drops down to a hill there. It drops down from where I'm at, where that last dog is at, is about, I'd say 4 foot drop maybe, something like that. Oops. There he is. About a 4 foot drop. But it's actually been very nice. My father-in-law didn't want us to live over here. He thought it was not a good place. He sold me the land, but he didn't want his daughter living over here for some reason. Yeah, look at all these. Look at these. These are some really cool flowers here. Little purple flowers, but that's more right there. That's just a burnt patch that the dog's been laying in the center of it, where it's completely cleared. This little rain might perk that back up again. I kind of doubt it, but might. But being on the hill, I never really thought much about it at the time. But let's say in the rainy season, when it rains every day or every other day, and it rains hard like at night, everybody's yard is just muck and mud and stuff like that, where up here in the hill, the ground just rolls off, the water just rolls off the hill. So we rarely get mud in our yard. It has to rain for quite a while. But if you look over here now, there's the driveway, and there's underneath a mango tree. Over there now, it's still completely powder dry. Not a drop got down there. Yeah, the wind's blowing a little bit from the north here, late little breeze. Yesterday it was really nice and windy out too. I did a bunch of work outside in the heat, but having the wind was just like having a fan on you. It was really, in fact, very rare for our yard to have wind, but it was nice. I got a lot done. Working on a new garden. I've got a new system for the dry season. I'm trying something totally different. What I'm doing is, you've probably seen the videos already, but make sure I can rain on this side again. What I'm doing is I'm digging, you can see right there, that's all loose. I'm digging holes about the size of a bushel basket, and then I'm filling them in with my best soil that we made over the years, like that. There's one that I planted right there. In fact, they're just grooving on the rain. There's some eggplants that I planted, a bunch of dracaenas. There's one that I made out of some of the soil that I took out of the holes. That's going to be another potting area. But I thought if I could just have 4 or 5 plants in each one of those things, it wouldn't be like the square foot garden, it'd be like the 8-inch garden. But I think they'll still grow fine. And I got them in one little area so I can keep them watered, hopefully. But even the ones that I just planted, I showed you the eggplant and the other one's peppers. Now, those have been planted for 10 days. They're doing fine. But that nice black soil is still clay. And the soil in those little areas is hard as a rock. But I keep it wet so that it at least is soaking down in there. And then the red clay is getting wet here again. The red clay is just like a pot, so the area will fill up and then it slowly drains back down into the ground, very, very slowly. But something different, just giving it a try. I've got pepper seedlings and tomato seedlings from Beth, and I bought some pepper and eggplant seedlings from some little old lady outside the mall the other day. So we're going to give them all a try, see how they do. Just an experiment. Got a papaya tree there. This has been pumping off papayas lately. Haven't had a lot of green papayas on it for months, but no yellow ones. And all of a sudden we've had a bunch of yellow ones this last week here, maybe 10 of them. They're just all of a sudden turning. Must be the season. Beyond that is a, let's see, there's the avocado tree. Beyond that's the avocado tree. We cut that back hard. Last year we had a huge crop, hundreds of avocados. We cut the tree back because it was 40 foot tall and couldn't really do much with it. And I'm surprised that there's no flowers on it yet. They should be flowering. Maybe next month it'll flower, because we usually have avocados in June to pick. So June, May, April. If we're gonna get avocados in time, it's got to flower in April. So it takes about 3 months for the fruit to ripen up. Alright, well, I'm out here enjoying the cool temperatures. It's still 86 degrees, even though it's raining, but there's a nice little breeze. There's Marife! How you doing, huh?
Good.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that fancy dress she's got on, all pleated up. Got on my new rainbow slippers from San Clemente, California that Judd gave me. I got one of his shirts on that he gave me, and I've got my shorts on that he gave me. Still getting light rain blowing in. Nice breeze, makes it super comfortable here. Look at the trees are actually blowing. That's very rare. For some reason our hill is just completely dead of wind. 9 days out of 10. Yesterday it was windy. Right now it's nice and breezy. That's cool. In fact, there might be a typhoon somewhere around for all I know. I haven't really looked at the radar for months because there's no rain, but the warning system here has been absolutely pitiful. We had that super typhoon December 16th, 2021. 200 mile an hour winds here. Lasted for an hour and a half. It was terrible. There was absolutely no warning for that whatsoever. I found out about the warning thanks to our good friend Danielle in Nebraska. She sent me a messenger message saying, watch out, there's a storm coming. And I got on the internet, looked it up, and there was a typhoon just outside of our island. And Shannon and I, we drove down to the city and got a burger and went and looked at the Stone River and got a couple stones and came back. Got back about 5 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock it was just like a wall hit our house of the actual typhoon. Actually hit our house, and the eye, 45 minutes later, the eye went right across I'd say about 100 feet from us was the edge of the eye. We were right in the eye wall. Over the church, they had 4 minutes of clear sky during the eye. Philip had about 12 minutes up in the hill. He's 2 kilometers away. But we had 1 second where the wind flipped the other direction. Pretty wild times, let me tell you guys. 2013, we had a 7.4 earthquake here. That was pretty wild. Marife remembers the earthquake, don't you?
Yeah.
I was sitting on the computer and my chair started shaking. I turned around and said, "Knock it off, Shannon." And she wasn't there. I was like, holy shit, this is an earthquake. I ran outside, and Marife and Shannon were standing outside the bathroom just screaming and crying. I had to stand next to the side of the house and hold on. I couldn't hold on. The ground was just rippling over here. How long did it last?
I have no idea.
2-3 minutes?
Something like that.
36 seconds is all it lasted.
2 minutes? If 2 minutes, everything wrong.
The earthquake here only lasted like 36 seconds.
Yeah, it's
But it seemed like it was forever.
Yeah. But there's aftershock.
Couple little bitty ones,
Well,
yeah.
it's not little bit. The house will move.
Not much. There was a couple little baby aftershocks. What was interesting though, for the 2 or 3 years before the earthquake, we get these earthquakes that you can hear them coming. You hear them coming from the south. They just come up here and they'd be like bang.
Yeah.
The one waves would go right through the house, and the second wave would hit the roof basically and make a big loud noise. We had those probably sometimes a couple a week, and but then all of a sudden there was the fault let go, and we had the actual earthquake. That was pretty wild.
Yeah. First time.
Yeah, earthquakes, typhoons. We got it all here.
War.
We actually had a little bit of war here. Had terrorists here the one time.
There's one in Carmen. Like this one.
There's been some actual battles between the rebels and the military and the police. Not around us, but. What am I not looking at, hon? Oh, I'm not looking at your underwear hanging there? Is that what you're saying?
What?
What? What? Turn your ones. Turn your ones. What? I'm not looking at your underwear.
Sige, gara.
She's ashamed of her underwear.
Daddy, uy.
They're underwear, huh? Oh, look, they're even up there too, above your head too.
Gara man.
You crack me up, huh? I'm not filming you. Go ahead, do your stuff. I'm filming over this way. Look where it's pointing. It's pointing that way. Go ahead, take care of your business. You need an extra pair on for going to church? Because you got the four levels.
I like 10.
I know you. Take care, everybody. Be safe.
Thanks for watching. Take care.